Welcome to Wednesday in Holy Week. Now we're in John chapter 13. Jesus was troubled in spirit and declared, "Very truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." The disciples started to look at one another, uncertain of whom Jesus was talking. One of his disciples, the one who loved Jesus, was reclining next to him. Simon Peter therefore motioned to him to ask Jesus of whom he was speaking. So while reclining next to Jesus, he asked, "Lord, who is it?" Jesus answered, "It is the one to whom I give this piece of bread when I have dipped it into the dish." So when he had dipped the piece of bread, he gave it to Judas, son of Simon Iscariot. After he received that piece of bread, Satan entered him. Jesus said to him, "Do quickly what you are going to do." Now no one at the table knew why he said this to him. Some thought that because Judas had the common purse, Jesus was telling him, "Buy what you need for the festival," or that he should give something to the poor. So after receiving the bread, he immediately went out, and it was night. When he had gone out, Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man has been glorified, and God has been glorified in him. If God has been glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself and will glorify him at once." Here ends today's reading. It's clear from today's portion of John that night has come. Darkness is here. Jesus' betrayer, Judas, has been named and sent out to complete his awful task so Jesus can be glorified and God glorified in him. Of course, this glory of which the Gospel of John speaks is Jesus' death on the cross, Jesus' crucifixion. Remember, up to this point, though, Judas was not a bad guy. He's a friend of Jesus, a follower of that inner circle. But today, somehow, he's named as the one who will betray Jesus. Some scholars who look at the character of Judas in this story say that Judas was simply trying to make Jesus act the way he expected the Messiah of God would act, by violently overthrowing the powers of the day and putting God's people back in political control. This explanation each year really makes me think, because Jesus wasn't acting the way Judas wanted him to act. Judas turned on him. One of the gifts of recounting this powerful story of Jesus' passion each and every year is to read ourselves into this story. So listen to Jesus' words again. "Very truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." One of you, or me, will betray Jesus. Think back. Haven't there been times in each of our lives when Jesus didn't act the way we wanted him to? Did your faith remain steady in those times? I know mine always didn't. Some of these times even made me doubt Jesus was there at all. Maybe I too have betrayed him. During this Holy Week, each of us are confronted by the reality of our sin, all of our shortcomings, so that we can realize anew our need for the Savior in our lives. Easter is coming. Hold on. The light will live again, and so will you.